Hi, so in today's video I wanted to talk about why communication skills are important in a general sense. So I've started answering career questions on my writing portfolio on Quora.com/Jennifer-Bowie-52, just in case, but realistically I'm going to post a link of this on there to make it easier. But what I've noticed is that a lot of people have been asking me about communication skills, whether these are verbal communication skills, like talking right now, or written communication skills, like if I'm writing an email or I'm responding to a post online. And the question that I get is, why are communication skills so important? And what I've noticed is that the people with the highest EQ or emotional intelligence are also the people who have very good understanding of people and are able to communicate both directly and effectively and very explicitly, both verbally and in written form. And I think the reason why it's important is that when you go about your day-to-day life, there's always going to be people who see things from their own perspective. It's just natural. I'll see things from my perspective, you'll see things from your perspective, and everyone's going to see everything from the lens of their own experiences, their own values, what they've been taught, where they live, their culture, their upbringing, and there's going to be so many different factors that influence how we talk to other people, how we interpret what other people say, and how we filter all of the information we get through the lens of our own upbringing. And because we're always going to filter all of the information we receive through the lens of our own upbringing, the way to sort of bridge the gap between me communicating with you and you communicating with me is being able to speak effectively about our own opinions, about our own perspectives, and it's also a way to clarify any sorts of ambiguities, clarify any sorts of unclarities, and to clarify anything that may get in the way of being effectively understood. And effective communication is that bridge that helps build a sincere connection between two different people. So it's really, really important. So I want to also go into a few different tips for why effective communication is important. Well, I already went through that, but how to have effective communication. I think one thing that I think is really important in effective communication is to basically always make everything direct and then to always make everything explicit. When I say be direct, a lot of the times people will want you to guess what they're feeling. Or a lot of the times you'll get people who want to guess what you're thinking. And they want you to mind read, so to speak. And they get upset when you don't read their mind. And they get upset when you don't assume the right sorts of things. So one way to easily, very, very easily and very, very quickly to clarify that is just to always be direct about what it is you're thinking, what it is you're feeling, or whatever it is you think that may be going wrong. The second thing is to always be explicit, and what that means is to always be straightforward and honest in your communications. A lot of times people will be very indirect and they'll beat around the bush, and I think a lot of the times when there's a miscommunication or a misunderstanding between people, the misunderstanding or the miscommunication happens because people are speaking implicitly. A lot of read between the lines. And if you're not someone who already has effective communication, you won't be able to effectively read between the lines. But I think when you're talking to someone new, it's always best to be direct and to be explicit. If you're used to dealing with a person, you can probably already guess what they're thinking, or you could always probably guess how they're feeling. But if you're with someone new, I think it's always best with new people to always be direct and to always be explicit. So I thank you for joining me in this short video about why communication is important and how to effectively communicate. Thank you.